Hello. I was gonna use my back camera, but I can't get it, like, you can see it on your watch. Like, I can't get the screen to come up, so I don't want to record a whole video and then not be in frame. But I'm cutting myself off at 5 minutes. I need to have a yap limit because I do have stuff I have to go do. But today, as you can tell, I have a market. It is in Katy. It's about like 45 minutes from here, but my dad lives 10 minutes down the street, and that's also where my Painted Tree location is, so I'm like always there. So that is from 5 to 9 and setup starts at 3:30. So what I'm about to do right now is I'm gonna go drop off some tank tops to have them embroidered, and hopefully they'll be ready by my next market. And then from there, I'm gonna go to Painted Tree and go pull out some hats, I think. And then from there, then I'm gonna go to my dad's, like, relax for a little bit. I think I'm gonna change because even though I love my outfit, I have like another outfit in mind of like some overalls I have at my dad's, and it's like 90 degrees outside and I'm wearing jeans, so I think that would just be the best, safest solution forever. I look naked. I'm wearing a tube top, but promise I'm not naked. Anywho, then from my dad's, I'm obviously going to go to No Label Brewery, or No Label Brewing Co. I keep saying brewery, but Brewing Co. That's where the market is. It's like 10 minutes from my dad's house, so we'll go set up. Today, I'm really just trying to be in my content bag. I'm trying to get YouTube videos, stuff for Reels, stuff for TikTok, so I'm really hoping I can get all that content in. I brought my iPad to be like my card reader so that I can get content on my phone, because I'm always like, how am I supposed to get content on? Where is my mother going? Okay. Anywho, I never get a lot of content of like people shopping in like the actual market itself because I'm always like checking out people on my phone. So I'm gonna see how that works out. But yeah, right now I'm gonna go drop off the tanks, go to Painted Tree, go to my dad's, and then go to the market. So you'll probably see me next at the market setting up. I also bought microphones, so like I can be like the cool people who like clip their microphone onto their shirt or like hold it, and I don't have to like scream for you to hear me. Like I can just like whisper into my little mic and like be mysterious or whatever and like not be loud and obnoxious. So I will see you at the market as I'm getting ready to set up, and you'll meet my dad who's coming to help me out. Okay, so I finally finished setting up for the market. It was literal hell. Like the wind, I had to change up my whole setup thing, which was literally so annoying, but it ended up turning out cute. As long as my hat's not flying away, because if that was the case, that would defeat the whole purpose and I'd have to literally just be done and go home. So I'll show you guys the setup, and then hopefully I'll see you at an update. Hopefully saying I made a lot of sales. So first, obviously I have my mirror here. People love when they try on hats to be able to see themselves in it, obviously. So I usually will do either a full body one or like one on the table. Thank God I brought the full body because the table one probably would have freaking blown over. I normally have these like in cases, but again, they like are frames, they fell over. So I have my QR code, and then my pricing list, and then Trucker Claws. Attempt to have a sign for that, but you see how that turned out. And then I have my tablecloth. I had it pulled down so it would stay down, but now it looks ridiculous, so I need to fix that, but I don't know. I don't want to deal with it right now. And then I have my banner. I wanted to zip tie the ends, but it ran out of time. I probably still could now, but I would have to like zip ties together. And I don't know. I want to get one that goes on the outside brim of the tent, so that's probably going to be like my next market purchase, but there's that. And then I have each of my hats. I tried to organize them by print and embroidery and then sale. So at the top I have like these ones that don't really sell well, so I just have them marked down for $8. And then I have the embroidered hats all on this side, and then the print hats all on that side. Very low quality OOTD. So I'm just wearing a tube top, overalls, my howdy hat, I crimped my hair, and then I also have on my sambas, so OTT. Okay, I'm finally all settled in, and set up. Honestly, I'm a little flustered because I'm such a perfectionist, and guys, like, I had this vision in mind. I was gonna put up the sidewalls, I was gonna decorate the back with like purple bows, like I was just gonna level up, and it was gonna be so cute. And that did not happen. The wind just went crazy, and like I feel like it took twice as long as it normally does to set up, just because of how like windy it was. But I won't complain because I thought my hats were gonna fly away, and I was like, that's the case, and I might as well just go home because what am I gonna do? I can't sell hats if they're like literally not staying. But my dad told me like the angle to put them at so that the wind wouldn't blow them away, and it's been working. So other things are flying away, but like the most important is the hats. Like if I just have hats and it's just me sitting here, so be it. I had a sale already while I was setting up, like probably 30 minutes before, which is super nice. It's always nice, and like I learned from YouTube and other small businesses that run markets. I always say like put your products up first while you're setting up. People can be looking and buying. Did do that. What I did not do is set up my payment stuff, and Shopify had logged me out of the app. So I was like sitting there and I'm like, this is so embarrassing. Like, I'm so sorry, this is loading. And finally we just did it on Venmo. But sold a Lakeside Princess hat, which I'm so excited about because nobody's bought that hat. Like, I was expecting it to be like a bestseller, but I didn't think like no one would buy it yet. But I'm not like butthurt about it. It's just like it's always interesting to predict like what hats will do well and which ones don't. Happy that sold, and I also sold Checker Claw. I don't know that I've sold any of those yet, so that was nice. I do need to take those out the inventory because I did have to do it on Venmo and not Shopify. But I have set up on my iPad, that way I can get content on my phone. And yeah, I guess I'll update you guys maybe in an hour or so. It's 5:30 now, and I feel like I'm just getting settled. Well, I'm about to eat dinner and drink my coffee before it's too late, and just hang out and try to interact with people and make some sales. This market cost me $60 to do, so at the very least, my goal is to sell like one more hat so I can at least break even. But obviously, I want to do more than that. So I think in the next hour, I want to sell 3 hats. So I'll check it back in at 6:30 if I remember, and let you guys know. Okay, it's not 6:30 yet. It's actually 6:10. But I figured it's kind of slow, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do my updates now. It's quiet right now because we're switching out bands, which kind of makes it awkward. But I love this microphone because I don't have to scream. I can whisper, and I'm sure y'all can hear me like just fine. So I told y'all I had the one sale while I was setting up, and then I had one of my good friends come and buy a hat for one of her. She's a realtor, and so she bought a hat for a closing gift. And then I had one more sale after that, just someone who was here. So I have officially made back my vendor fee, which I was telling my dad and stepmom, like once that happens, I feel like I can just breathe, and like even if I don't make any sales from here on out and don't make any like profit, like at least I'm getting my name out there without having to like have spent money, if that makes sense. Sorry, someone came by, and I just like feel like I don't look attentive if I'm like sitting here with a microphone. Like I wouldn't want to come up with someone talking like this. Anywho, I think I was saying that I made another sale. Oh yes, and then I've made now like the goal now is just to get my name out there. Of course I want to make more money, but like, you know, at least I didn't like spend money and then lose it just to be here. But I'm really happy I came, even though I was a little flustered with the wind. I'm proud of myself for like not getting like too upset. I'm really sad. I don't know if I already said this, but I hadn't envisioned of like putting bows on the back wall, but because of the wind, I just figured it'd be too much. And I honestly ran out of time setting up, so I don't know when I would have done that. I also don't know if I said this, but I sold a trucker claw. I'm like really excited about that. There's these little claw clips that has a gap right here, so when you're wearing a hat, you can like clip up your hair because it won't work with like a normal claw. Sorry, someone walked by again. So I'm happy about that because I haven't sold that, and I didn't sell the Lakeside Princess. So that's always just reassuring of like my designs are not ugly. It's just you have to find the people that want them. So my dad and stepmom went home, or my dad took her home, and then my dad's gonna come back and just hang out. It's a cute area. Like the sun's going down, so it's not hot. Everyone's just chilling. So hopefully I make a few more sales to make this like even more worthwhile. But like I said, either way, I'm chilling. So I also just want to take note of like changes I've made to my setup, mainly for me, but also for you guys too. I don't feel like getting up to show you, but I guess I can show you in a little bit or insert a clip of picture. But I normally will do a pricing sheet just on the table, and every time I get asked like, how much is this? How much is this? How much is this? And I know people don't really like to ask that because if it's a number they don't want to hear, they feel bad like putting it back. So I have it still like laying down on the table. I think I showed that earlier, but I also have the pricing like on the shelves, and I have it organized by what it is, so people don't have to be like, is this an embroidered hat? Is this a print hat? Like what hat does cost how much? Like it's very clear, and I think that's working so well so far. And then another change I made, what was I going to say? I don't know, but that was something I am really happy with. I don't know what else I was going to say, but I'm happy with that change that I made. So I guess I'll update you guys at 7:30. Trying to preserve my battery. I need to make some reels and some TikToks, I guess. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, this microphone is the best thing that's ever happened to me because I'm like no longer afraid to record because literally no one can hear me. But the coolest thing just happened. So I had 2 people just come up, or three really, but two came together. I think they're sisters. They're related, but I'm not exactly sure how. But one girl came up and she was like, "I follow you on Instagram. Like I recognized you when I saw your tent," and that just like meant the world to me because I'm like, you post and stuff, but you don't really know like other than your friends like how many people are actually watching and like truly care. But that's like really cool that she recognized me. Like like it makes me feel like my posts and stuff were worthwhile. And then her, I want to say sister, but I really don't know. But they were really cool, and she bought like I want to say 6 hats for me. Well, two of them combined. But she just like kept like she's like I want that one and that one and that one. But they were just like the sweetest people ever, and like I love just meeting people. Like that's one of my favorite parts about doing this, just meeting people, like talking. Like I love to talk, obviously. But that was really cool. Fun experience that like I said makes all of this stuff like worthwhile. And then I had another lady who owns another business here, and we were honestly just like talking about like shopping and stuff. But like I said, just love making connections. I feel like that's just like almost just as good as like no, even better than like making a sale because I'm like who cares, like I mean obviously I want to make money and like I want to turn this into like a full-time gig, but like getting to talk to people is like the most fun part, like actually getting to meet customers face to face rather than seeing a name pop up and like just shipping something. Like you actually get to meet them, make connections, and like who knows, like that could turn into like future sales, things like that. Like not that, that matters, but like it all just like works together. So super cool. And like this is your sign that if you're posting on Instagram and you're like not seeing if it's worth it or whatever, or like really working hard to like put your name out there, like it is working, you just don't really realize. So just thought it was cool. It's only 6:37. I know I said I'd update at 7:30, but I wanted to share that before I forgot. So I guess I'll see y'all at 7:30 and hopefully I will have made more sales. Okay. I have no idea so if you guys can hear me. It's literally so loud because the band is back, or a new band is here. But honestly, things have been going so well. So for starters, I stopped because I had someone come in. But for starters, I brought some hats. Well, I bring these hats every time, but they just haven't sold at all or haven't sold a lot. And I'm just like, okay, I just want to get rid of them. They're not the vibe. And so I put them like on the top of the shelves and just marked them off a sale for like $8. And I've had a few sell. And then I had one super nice guy, and he was like, "We have like a school event coming up." I keep stopping because people come by, and I don't want to like act like I don't care that they're standing in front of me. Anyways, I had a guy come by, and he was like, "We are having like a school event next week, and we just want to give something to the teachers." And so he was like, "Just give me all of the sale ones." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll grab one of each." He was like, "No, give me all of them." And I'm sad because I had some sitting back here, and I forgot about him. But he literally bought all of them, which makes me wonder, like, I was going to go to the Painted Tree before this and just pull some hats that haven't been selling well and just mark them off the sale. But I'm not going to be greedy. Like, that's really great that I got that sale, and so I'm really appreciative for that. Anywho, but that was super cool. So he bought all of them. I think it was 16 hats, and they were marked down for $8. But I'm just happy to have made something off of them, so I can move them out, and I can use that money to, like, make new hats. I'm really happy how this is going. Honestly, things have picked up like in this second and third hour, so things have been going well. I will probably just update you guys at the end. It is, I don't know what time it is, 7:30, and I'm here till 9. So I probably will just update at 8:30 and then be done. But this market's gone much better than I expected. Not that I expected it to go bad, but I just wasn't sure how it was going to do. So now I've tried my best to get like some footage of like people shopping. It's not really like showing them. It was like more like trying to get me if I was checking out and them, and that was a bad angle. So I don't know how much I got in there. I might do a time lapse, or I probably will do a time lapse, obviously. But I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to adjust the angle and see if I can get something better. But other than that, I hope y'all can hear me because the thing is not even all the way plugged in. It was just unbalanced. But anyways, I will update you guys at the end. I need my dad to hurry up and show up because I have to pee so bad. Okay, what time is it? 8:15. Okay, it's 8:15. It's not 8:30, but I just figured I would give an update now. just because it's kind of slow. I'm currently eating my dinner. I brought my own salad. I don't know if any of you guys watch like any other creator YouTube videos, but I watched Brenna Emico, and this is so random, but she showed that she made her own salad. Like she's got like basically a prepackaged, just like pre-bagged salad, and just like ate that. And I don't know why that inspired me so much, but I'm like, I'm gonna bring my own food to my market instead of buying food. So I made my own salad, which I love. I literally just put lettuce, dairy-free ranch, chicken, cucumbers, and then croutons that I make myself because I have a dairy allergy. And I mean, it's been in my bag since like 1, so it's kind of soggy. It's 8:15 now, but I wouldn't even say soggy. I kept the croutons separate, and I kept the ranch out of it, but it's just like soft, like it's not crunchy, but that's okay. I'm gonna finish up, just hang out, and then I will do an update tomorrow. Yeah, thanks all for watching. Okay, it is the next day. I honestly forgot that I said I was gonna record like this end of market recap thing, so I literally just like ran up the stairs, so that's why I'm like kind of out of breath. But overall, the market went really well. I got a decent amount of sales. At the end of, I don't know if I'm gonna include this clip, but at the very end, I'm like, hey, like, you know, it's heading towards the end, it's getting pretty slow. Like, I think they said I could stay later. I think I'm just gonna wrap up at 9. I think like my sales are done. And then after that, I was talking to my dad, and I was like, I'm probably gonna get one more sale because like every single time when I'm packing up, and I'm not complaining, I love that this happens. Every single time when I'm packing up, somebody runs up and they're like, is it too late? I'm like, of course not. I'm not going to say no to a sale. Like, that's the whole reason I'm here. And I love that happens. I think it's so funny. And it's usually someone who was like on the edge about it. And they're like, you know what, like, let me just go do it while I'm here. That is what happened. So I did get one more sale at the end of the night, like literally at probably like 9-10 maybe, if I had to guess. Overall, I had 9, including one that was on Venmo at the very beginning. And then I sold 31 items. That's 1 trucker claw clip and then 30 hats. So I'm very excited about that. Very appreciative. Definitely will do one with them again. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this market. Like I said, it went really well. I'm really appreciative and grateful I got to do this market, and I'm glad that I signed up for it. I'm not really all sure what I wanted to include in the recap, so if you have any questions, feel free to comment them below, or like just share what you'd want to see like in the next market recap that I do. But overall went really well. Definitely will do it again. And yeah, I think next I'm going to do like a market prep video, or maybe the next video will be like of another market. If you have any suggestions or things that you guys want to see, let me know, and I'll be sure to record them. Thank you guys for watching.